Essential Excel modeling. Financial model, types and purposes. A spreadsheet has inputs and outputs, much like financial models that also have inputs and outputs, and is very dynamic and flexible. In financial modeling, one changes input and a corresponding change is felt in the output of the model. The same principle holds true even in the case of sensitivity and scenario analysis, and is the real reason why Excel is made with its algebraic logic, which caters to most of these unique changes. Most of the time, an algebraic model contains financial information and caters to forming a financial decision. Hence, an algebraic model contains a full set of financial statements, including profit and loss, balance sheet, and cash flow analysis. However, there are those types of spreadsheets that do not contain financial information. Examples may be balance scorecard reports, risk assessments, and an actual versus budget monthly variance. These may not have financial information, but this sure has a business model and a financial model to go with. In this lesson, we explain the types and purposes of such a financial model. Types and purposes. Models in Excel can be built for all types of purposes, both financial and non-financial, business-related or non-business-related purposes. Some of the examples of financial models that do not capture financial information are risk management. A model that tracks and reports impact, mitigation, project risk, etc., where conditional formatting is integrated to bring out interactive reports, falls in this category. Next section, which doesn't require financial information for constructing a financial model, is KPI or Key Performance Indicators. When it comes to Excel, all key performance indicators are best handled, and it also does benchmarking. Statistical calculations are also drawn from many different sources in Excel, and it is Excel which forms the basis of these types of applications. Project planning. Models that are built to monitor progress of projects can be best done in Excel. Most often, it may be done by following critical path method or CPM and Gantt charts. Balance scorecard. Balance scorecards can be done in Excel, where they reveal a comprehensive view of a business by focusing on the operational, marketing, and developmental performance of an organization. It also may bring out financial measures, shares, and penetration, and visually present in a graphical form, mostly charts, where these features predominate in any such presentation or rendering. Lastly, it is dashboards. Dashboards have really become popular. Whether financial or not, models can be made so that it reveals convenient collation of data displayed in numerous forms, including charts. So that is basically financial model with its types and purposes. Most of these models can be done in Excel. The financial information, whether it is present or not, one can do a lot more things in Excel spreadsheet with its calculations, formulas, pivot charts, any other combinations, etc. So this is entirely done in Excel spreadsheet. So we will be going through some of the financial functions and a model, and in this slide we actually have covered the types and purposes for a financial model. Next we will come to Excel functions. So Excel functions in this lecture, whatever we are going to cover, can be categorized as basic functions, logical functions, aggregate functions, lookup functions, and financial functions. Basic functions and logical functions fall under Excel functions. So when we actually take the class on Excel functions, we will be defining and explaining more on basic functions and logical functions. Financial modeling functions will be explained in detail, and that is when we actually do explain aggregate functions, lookup functions, and financial functions. In Excel functions, we will go through basic functions of Excel, logical functions, cell referencing, whether it is absolute cell referencing or relative cell referencing, and also we'll go through named ranges, where we can actually name a set of cells and a lot more operations and functions can be performed on the Excel cell. So all that will be explained in named ranges. In pivot table section, we will see what is a pivot table, how to create a pivot table. We will also see what is the advantage of a pivot table and what is it that pivot table lacks when compared to functions like SUMIFs. Next is financial modeling functions. In financial modeling functions, we go through aggregate functions, which are functions like COUNTIF, SUMIF, COUNTIFs, SUMIFs, and we will also have some examples which we actually have done it in Excel. We will explain a little bit about that. We will take a look at lookup formula. What are the different lookups we have? VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, and lookup, vertical lookup and horizontal lookup, and we will also go through an Excel spreadsheet which illustrates some of these formulas. We will take a look at nesting, index and match. We will also explain offset. In financial modeling, we actually talk about financial models for regression analysis, which explains a little bit about trend and forecast functions. We have an Excel spreadsheet. We go through the basics of trend and forecast functions in Excel spreadsheet. We also have financial project evaluation function, like net present value or internal rate of return, and we explain a little bit with the help of a Excel spreadsheet which has those functions. We also have a sample amortization schedule. This is used for loan repayment, so we will take a look at what is it and how it is done. So an amortization schedule we will actually explain. And lastly, we summarize most of the Excel functions which we go through in the different sections. Thank you.